let frustration get the better of you and make you do things you should never do. You got to keep the faith, you can't surrender. You never know, tomorrow may be brighter. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. As long as you have health and strength, reaching your goal, nothing should prevent. Every time you fall, get up again. Don't sit down there like that and complain. You got to stand up and continue fighting. Don't give up, keep courage, you must win. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Obstacles will get in the way, stumbling blocks to hinder your day. But you can't afford to let them stop you. No matter how hard it is to go through, you got to stand up and continue fighting. Endurance shall win in the ending. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Be of a strong, positive mind. Negative thoughts, leave them behind. We got to go forward in sure certainty. Let no element humbug that possibility. But if you give up, you have no way of knowing if next day would have brought good tidings. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. We gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. We know it's a long and winding road, and we got a heavy load, but we have to hold it straight. Get up and try again, because behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. frustration get the better of you and make you do things you should never do. You got to keep the faith, you can't surrender. You never know, tomorrow may be brighter. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. As long as you have health and strength, reaching your goal, nothing should prevent. Every time you fall, get up again. Don't sit down there like that and complain. You got to stand up and continue fighting. Don't give up, keep courage, you must win. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on.
Hello. Let's start the road march conversation.
Mashing up is my business, better, much more. That is my only interest, I'm playing balls for sure. Some people they saying, they're ready to misbehave. Some people they saying, they're ready to cross the stage. Show me your hand, if you're in the band, and you is a fan, let's mash up the land. Show me your hand, if you're a fan, on my banana. Everybody drip. Everybody drip. To the soca drip. Everybody drip. All your drip down so, down so, down so. All your drip up so, up so, up so. I say drip down so, down so, down so. All your drip up so, up so, up so. All you come in the band and drip from, play a mass and drip from. Come in the band and drip from, bounce around and drip from. Put up the black and drip from, bounce around and drip from. Put up the leg and drip from. Carnival is my business, that is why I defend. 40 years in this business, going right down to the end. Because I already love soca, I'm not going to pretend. This year when I don't flash up, there go the party, yeah. Show me your hand, if you're in the band, and you as a fan, let's mash up the land. Show me your hand, if you're a fan, on my banana. Everybody drip. Everybody drip. To the soca drip. Everybody drip. All your drip down so, down so, down so. All your drip up so, up so, up so. I say drip down so, down so, down so. All your drip up so, up so, up so. All you come in the band and drip from, play a mass and drip from. Come in the band and drip from, bounce around and drip from. Put up the black and drip from, bounce around and drip from. Put up the leg and drip from. Can I have a round of applause for all my years in the business, please? My name is, my name is, my name is, my name is. Show me your hand, if you're in the band, and you is a fan, let's match up the land. Show me your hand, if you're a fan, on my banana. Everybody drip. Everybody drip. To the soca drip. Everybody drip. All your drip down so, down so, down so. All your drip up so, up so, up so. I say drip down so, down so, down so. All your drip up so, up so, up so. All you come in the band and drip from, play a mass and drip from. Come in the band and drip from, bounce around and drip from. Put up the black and drip from, bounce around and drip from. Put up the leg and drip from.
Cheat down.
apple of thine eye. Hide me under the shadow of thy wing. O Lord, my Savior. It's so hard to deal with personal struggle. It's so sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother. Cover my sister. Them who under pressure. Cover the preacher. Every church worker, the young believer, cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister, cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Yes. Let me say a special hello. Good Sunday to all those who are locked on to 91.9 FM. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with yours truly, Professor Wall Street, and my partner, Uncle Tommy. Of course, we come to you every Sunday from 1 to 3 p.m. here on 91.9 FM and streaming live on WZULE 95.9 FM in the diaspora. So let me bring in my partner here, the man himself, Uncle Tommy. Tommy, how are you going? You have to unmute your mic. Unmute your mic.
Yes, sorry. I dropped the ball right there for a minute, but a very good afternoon to you and to everyone in the chat and in listening on 91.9 and on WZYE also. Very good Sunday afternoon again. Hope that this weekend is a good weekend for everyone. And looking forward to well, this is just the first week of the new year. Looking forward to a wonderful new year going forward. There's just one word I like to say for this whole new year, and that's safety.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, well, we get the first set of snow in a long time here in New Jersey.
Yeah.
It's been a long time, Tommy, since we get some snow.
This is correct. This is correct. It was
Yeah,
welcome, but it wasn't too much so far. It ain't much. It's just a little dusting thus far. I don't know by you how much you got by you.
yeah, we get well, I have a snowblower. But anyway, Tommy, before we do, let's play our pledge to the people of Trinidad and Tobago and by extension the world. Let's play our pledge and then we come right back.
Anselm LeBon and Marshall Nesbitt solemnly swear to conduct this radio program in a true, fair, and balanced manner, ensuring that all perspectives are given equal consideration and that the information presented is objective and unbiased. We pledge to provide a platform where diverse voices can be heard, fostering open and constructive dialogue that serves the best interests of our audience and community. Our commitment is to uphold the principles of journalistic integrity and ethical broadcasting throughout the duration of this program. Thank you.
And here you have it, Tommy. So Tommy, I want to move away from the snow because I think we want to make this 2 hours as productive as possible. And Tommy, at the edge of everyone's lips is the 5th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Mr. Basdio Panday, on the passing. And we say here condolences to his family. And, we wish his family all the best. And there's been all different type of news stories regarding Mr. Basdio Panday. All right. I don't know if you want to add anything before we get into the crust. I have a few videos I want to play. And I personally want to look at the many good that Basdio Panday, the 5th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, the many good that he did for Trinidad and Tobago. I don't know if you wanna add anything before we go on, but
No, I don't want to add anything. All I have to say is that I'm pretty pleased to see that the negativity seemed to have ceased, which is very good. I think some civility took precedence.
well, I want to start with Michaela Panday speaking to the press and thanking them for the accolades and the many different thank yous that the Panday family have received since his passing. So let's listen to Michaela Panday.
Figure out how you feel. Let me come. Yeah.
Right. That's where my dad sits. Yeah.
How do you feel about how your dad is being honored today and until his funeral?
Wonderful. There are just no words. I can't say thank you enough to everyone who's helped us, and most of all the public and the people who loved him so much for the outpour of love. People say when people send love to you, you feel stronger. We have gotten strength from the people of Trinidad and Tobago, my family, me. It's unbelievable. How do we begin to say thank you? So we say thank you on behalf of our dad as well.
Someone said to me this morning, a spectator, they expressed that, when someone dies, then there's this big outpouring of support and all these flowers and so on that we give to them when they die, but when they're alive, they don't get that same kind of recognition. Do you feel that was true of your dad?
No, I think he got great recognition and love while he was alive, and he's just getting even more now, which I didn't think was even possible. So, no, he received love when he was alive completely, and even more so now. And again, I can't stop saying thank you so very much to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, north, south, east, west.
There have been calls for him to be honored with perhaps the naming of the Piarco International Airport after him. Do you echo those sentiments? Do you think that more than just the airport should be named after him?
You know, I tried to think of what he would say if he was here. And he would say, what are you naming anything after me for? That's what he would say. Don't name anything after me. He'd probably want constitutional reform if he wanted anything. It was never about him. It was not about his name. It was always country before self. And therefore, what will help the country? He believed that constitutional reform would have helped the country, so that was what he would want. I'm echoing his sentiments as I feel he would have said.
And yesterday they decided to name Shiva Boys, to rename Shiva Boys Basdeo Panday Shiva Boys. How do you feel?
It's great if it will inspire the youth, because he was interested in the youth and he loved the youth of this nation. He believed the youth were the future of this nation. He believes that education was the way out of poverty and how you can change your life and have control of your life. So it's a wonderful honor and we're very grateful, and I thank them on his behalf. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
I just wanted to find out, are those your siblings that you have?
Yes, I have. A lot of people don't know I have sisters. It is 4 girls, no boys. My older sister will be coming. Then there's me, and there's 2 younger. And I have a sister in the Defense Force. Yes. They don't make as much noise as me.
Yeah, you follow in his footsteps.
I follow in his footsteps. So I just want to say thank you again to everybody. The media, the parliament, the government have been extremely helpful. And when people have been kind and helpful to you, they must be thanked. And everybody came together, and the show of unity in this country, I wish he was here to see it. Coping. Mom struggling a little bit, but we have had love and support, so thank you. She'll get there, one step at a time. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Thank you.
There you have it, Tommy. Makila Pandey, the daughter of former Prime Minister Basdeo Panday, thanking the people of Trinidad and Tobago. But Tommy, she said something about the Constitution. And
that's right up my alley.
I know. So I did a little homework, and here is Basdeo Panday talking about the Constitution.
I went to the opening and I heard it said some people were talking about constitutional amendments. I want to emphasize that this is not about constitutional amendments. It is about constitutional reform. And constitutional reform is a completely different thing from constitutional amendments. For example, if you're going to change the structure of the parliament, I think chapter 3, chapter 4 will be totally irrelevant. It won't exist. You can't amend that. That has to be replaced. It has to be reformed. So I also agreed with my brother here about local government. Local government being reformed. By the way, I was going to ask you whether we'll have local government elections after reform. But you didn't answer the first one. I don't expect you to answer the second one. So, Mr. Chairman, there are lots, I have to say. A lot of what has been said today, you notice what's happening? What is happening is that people are getting up and representing their interest, what they are feeling about themselves, and they want to see a remedy in the Constitution to the interest of their problem. Therefore, whoever, I think the first gentleman said, process. The Constitution will succeed depending on the process. We've had constitutional reform before, they've all failed because the process was wrong. And the process, you rightly say, is to draft a constitution and throw it before a taxi driver and throw it before a farmer from Barrackpore and say, comment on that. He cannot comment on that. In fact, the process has been wrong. And what kind of process do you need to really get the people involved? I hear so much talk about the people. I don't see the people. I don't see the people. In order to have the people participate in this constitution, you must go and find out what their problems are. And they will tell you what their problems are. Don't ask them to speak to me on constitutional reform. They would not have read the Constitution. I will not ask how many people here have read it because I do not intend to embarrass them. But that's not the approach. You've got to go to people, and when I talk about people of the middle, lower income bracketed zones, who will never be at these meetings. You've got to go and find a way to go to them and say, please tell me what are your problems, what bother you in your life. If the Constitution, the purpose of the Constitution is to make people happy, tell me what is making you unhappy. And when you've got the answers to them as to what their problems are, your job is to put into legal language the answer to their problems, and that is the Constitution. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Pandey. Next.
So there you have it. Former Prime Minister Basdeo Panday talking about the Constitution. And Tommy, I want to take this last video before we go for the break. There have been calls for Mr. Panday to receive the highest award in Trinidad and Tobago, the ORTT. And former President Anthony Carmona has called for that. And there was some who saying that Basdeo Panday was offered the ORTT and he didn't want to accept it. But let's listen to Pastor Panday himself on that.
Spending some quality time with my family.
That's the reason former Prime Minister Basdeo Panday was absent during this year's independence celebrations, making up for lost time with family and friends abroad. Mr. Panday returned home yesterday and spoke for the first time about the Prime Minister's recommendation that he and the former Prime Minister Patrick Manning be given the nation's highest award.
I think it was a political play, and that political play made it very embarrassing for me.
But whether it was a political play or not, Mr. Panday tells us he could not have refused an offer that was never made to him.
I read in the papers that the Prime Minister, after a jolly time at some cocktail party, made this announcement that she was going to offer the highest award that the country can offer to both myself and former Prime Minister Patrick Manning.
At his office at the Rienzi complex, Mr. Panday explained he was never contacted by the relevant authorities. And as a former Prime Minister, he says the relevant authority in this matter was the office of the President. And it's why he believes the award was tainted by the absence of proper process.
It gave the impression that the Prime Minister has these awards in her hand, in her possession, and it is hers to fling at whom she has. That is not the law, and that is not the process. And it is embarrassing to the recipient when it is done that way.
He did not accept one of the reasons given by his colleague, former Prime Minister Patrick Manning, for his rejection. The San Fernando East MP mentioned the Prime Minister sustained attacks against him in his response.
Politicians are supposed to say critical things about their opponents.
But one thing Mr. Panday does agree with is that both he and Mr. Manning are deserving of the nation's highest award.
I would say for myself, if it is awarded in the proper manner, I will certainly accept it.
So I guess, we have that there, so, but Tommy,
Yep.
we have another side to this that is very disturbing, Very, very disturbing. And when we come back, we're going to address that side. This is the ugly side of PNM activists in Trinidad and Tobago. Yes, the ugly side that certain PNM activists and the PNM led by Prime Minister Rowley condoning this type of behavior. We'll address that when we come back. Stick and stay, don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with yours truly, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on 91.9 FM and streaming live on WZY 95.9 FM. Stick and stay. We'll be right back after this.
Mash up there, 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 mash up there. Today don't feel like a Monday at all, no way. It don't feel like a Tuesday at all, no way. It don't feel like a Wednesday at all, no way. It don't feel like a Thursday at all, no way. It don't feel like a Friday. Don't feel like a Saturday. It don't feel like a Sunday either. But it feel like the perfect day to mash up there. What day is today? 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 Mash up there. Mash up the road. Mash up the day. Mash up the bed. Mash up the bed. Mash up the road. Mash up the day. Mash up the bed. And it don't feel like a work day at all, no way. It have a strange vibes in the atmosphere. Everybody just seems to be full of energy. Just don't feel like a regular day to me. And it don't feel like a Friday. Don't feel like a Saturday. It don't feel like a Sunday either. But it feel like the perfect day to mash up there. What day is today? 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 Mash up there. Mash up the road. Mash up the day. Mash up the bed. Mash up the day. Mash up the road. Mash up the day. Mash up the bed. How we go mash
Yo,
it
this
up?
is like what John Dick was
Mash
doing.
it up. Well, real vibe, here we go. Mash it up. Mash it up. Everybody jump right there. Today mash up there. Today mash up there. Today mash up there. Let me jump one way. Today mash up there. Today mash up there. Today mash up there. Let me jump one up on them and mash up. 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 Mash up there. 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 Mash up there.
When everything seemed to be gone, the worst thing to do is sit down and mourn.
Every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Let's talk politics on a Sunday on the Street 919 FM. Sunday Talk. Come on, people. This is a balanced program. Share the love.
So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying.
Tune in to 91.9 FM and join us in the village with Dat Triplets every Monday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We are here to fearlessly confront important issues and engage in objective discussions on the latest trends. You could also catch our live stream on WZYE 95.9 FM, New York, New Jersey. Get informed, get inspired, get educated every Monday, 7 to 10 p.m. right here on this radio station.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Oni Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Listen up. Share the light. I want everybody to share the light. Downtown Posse, I feel share the light. Uptown Posse, I feel share the light. Share the light. Share the light. Everybody just share the light. Tobago, share the light. Attention! Aye! God bless our nation of many varied races. May we possess that common love that binds and makes us one. Let it be known around the world that we can boast of unity and take our pride in our liberty. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Go up. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Go up. Tell them we happy. Just to see another day. We happy. Well, we happy. Trinidad and Tobago. We happy. Well, if a Monday fall on Friday, we don't care. Jump up, jump up. If a Tuesday fall on Saturday, we don't care. Free up, free up. If a Wednesday fall on Sunday, we don't care. Jump up, jump up. When the weekend come, everybody hand in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Go up. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Go up. Tell them we happy. Our Yeni people say we happy. Well, we happy. Happy anywhere we go. We happy. Well, if Christmas fall on Ash Wednesday, we don't care. Jump up, jump up. If Easter fall on Carnival, we don't care. Free up, free up. If Republic fall on New Year's Day, we don't care. Jump up, jump up. If every day is a holiday, we don't care. Well. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Go up. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Send them Chinese hands in the air. Go up. Tell them we happy. Trinidad and Tobago. We happy. Well, we happy. We just want the world to know we happy. Well. Jump up, jump up. Free up, free up. We is happy people. 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 We is happy people.
We gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. We know it's a long and winding road, and we got a heavy load, but we have to hold it straight. Get up and try.
And of course, we are back with the Thunder Talk, Let's Talk Politics with yours truly, Professor Wall Street, and my partner, Uncle Tommy. So, Tommy, before we went for the break, right, we was talking about Mr. former Prime Minister, Mr.
Former Prime Minister Pandey and Manning.
Right. And we know that two of the best prime ministers in the history of Trinidad and Tobago, you will say, is two of the best, however you want to put them, Basdio Pandey and Mr. Patrick Manning. Right? God, may God rest both of their souls. But Tommy, there are two, well, it's three PNM activists. But I want to take two of them first, because these two are the responsibilities of Prime Minister Rowley, because the PNM has condoned their behavior and continues to condone their behavior. It started with the apartheid statements that they made, and Prime Minister Rowley, as well as the chairman of the PNM, was very silent. But lately, they have kind of cut back on making these type of ridiculous apartheid statements. But Tommy, I just want to remind the people something. These are the two same individuals who came to me and was telling people they were political analysts. Tommy, you remember that, right?
Yep.
And when we put them in check, yes, we did. We checked them. They are no longer calling themselves political analysts, right? So they have stopped that. No longer do they call themselves political analysts. Yes, the two of them are Julia Davy and Mr. Rooster. Yeah? Yeah? So they started with the apartheid regime, where they say Pandey's regime was an apartheid regime, and Mrs. Kamala Persad-Bissessar also ran an apartheid regime. But I don't know, maybe someone from the PNM told them, all you have to stop with that rhetoric, because all you're putting the party into disrepute. Yes, putting the party into disrepute. So they stop it a little bit. But Tommy, I just want to play this. I heard one of the individuals do some maths, and I have to tell you the truth, Tommy. If I had taken this to a kindergarten student, I think they would have gotten it right. So listen to his math. Listen.
And those lives that we want to sweep under the carpet are the lives that have our children living this violence that they're living in right now today. When a reasonable example is, if you have $100 to share between 100 people, everybody will get 100. But if one man go with 80, 99 has a
100 between 100 is everybody get 100.
Tommy, this is an individual the PNM have talking for them on our radio, you know. This is the individual, you know. Let me play that over.
And those lives that we want to sweep under the carpet are the lives that have our children living this violence that they're living in right now today. When a reasonable example is, if you have $100 to share between 100 people, everybody will get 100. But if one man go.
So if you have $100 to share amongst 100 people, everybody getting 100. Right? Everybody getting 100. And the sad part of it, these two individuals are individuals that are speaking for the PNM on a daily basis. Right? But let's get to the crux of the matter with respect to Basdio Pandey. From these same two individuals, Tommy. Tommy, I was sad, nah? I ain't gonna lie to you. I was sad when I heard these individuals, the way they talked about the 5th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Basdio Pandey. Right? I don't know if you heard it, Tommy, but I was totally shocked. I want you guys to listen to this. Listen to how these two individuals debased, defiled a significant prime minister in Trinidad and Tobago. So listen to him first. Listen to him.
Interpretation of what the law provides for former prime ministers in this country at their passing and the accolades that is placed upon them is unfortunate. I'm waiting on my co-host to come in and join with me so that we can structure the program moving forward. But my personal opinion of Mr. Pandey and his tenure is one thing and one thing alone: a $1.6 billion airport and the airport scandal. That is my impression of the guy. And I am a true Trini to the bone. A man could do a million right, but you see the one wrong that he do? That is the one that dogs him. I feel like we're trying to...
So, Tommy, that is his memory of Basdeo Pandey, right?
One thing and one thing alone.
One thing and one thing alone. So, Tommy, I always tell you about, I give my class the 9 times tables.
That's
right? And when I get to 9 times 10, I say 9 times 10 is 91. And many people will just look at the one that you have wrong as opposed to the 90% that you have correct. So that is what this PNM activist, the man who, if you have $100, right, everybody will get 100, right? $100. But listen to the next one now, eh? I will cast him aside, Tommy, because nobody don't take you serious. Nobody don't take him serious. But Julia Davy, that is the one people that take seriously, because Julia Davy is the PNM female bully. Yes, I said it. Julia Davy is the PNM female bully. And the Prime Minister, yes, Julia Davy behavior falls right at the footsteps of Prime Minister Rowley. Because Prime Minister Rowley have condoned Julia Davy behavior for her to continue to behave like that. It's not today Julia Davy behaving like that. It's not today. And they continue to condone her behavior. She, Mr. Rooster, forget about he. He can't do maths, he can't do much. But Julia Davy is the one. And I have one other person to her. Listen to Julia Davy. Listen to her.
And now Basdeo Pandey, to name a few. I have to sit in this country and listen while people pretend that Basdeo Pandey's tenure as Prime Minister wasn't marred with corruption and scandal involving rape, involving financial misappropriation, and involving murder. I have to sit in this country and listen to a whole bunch of people pretend that Basdeo Pandey was this leader, impeccable. Just I have to listen while certain people get to bringing the drugs and the guns scotch-free, not a word.
So, Tommy, that is what that young lady can think of a man. I mean, the man has he's no longer here with us. He cannot defend himself. You are heaping scorn on an individual can no longer defend himself. And that is what you can find in that individual. And the PNM, yes, I've said it, the PNM is condoning that type of behavior. It is sad that in 2024, the 5th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago went home to meet his maker, and we have these two PNM activists heaping scorn, defiling, denigrating a dead man. But Tommy, it gets even worse. It gets worse. Because the next person who is a pastor followed along the same line. And I am saying, former Prime Minister going to be lying in state in SAPA, and this person is a board of SAPA. And I hope he doesn't attend to go and watch Basdeo Panday lying in state because he's on the board of SAPA. Listen to him. And he, as a pastor, needs to apologize to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. What type of pastor are you? Listen to him. Listen to him. He called himself a pastor.
I just want to say this to you. In 1995, a certain prime minister of this country, right, was charged with 5 accounts of sexual
harassment.
But you know what? You know what? You don't know about that. You don't want to talk about that. Don't talk about that.
I told them
that is insensitive at this point in time. But you know, you want to call out the sitting prime minister about something that you don't have any evidence about.
Pastor Google, you need to apologize to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. You remember some time ago, Pastor Google, you came to this radio station and tell people your son laid his hand on your head because it was what you was hearing on the radio, Pastor Google. Pastor Google, I want your son to lay his hand on your head for what you did to Basdeo Panday. Yes, Pastor Google. You are pastor. Let me read. Let me go and read now. Because I did a little homework. Let me read for you this. Let me read for you. This is specifically for Pastor Google. Forget about Mr. Rooster, because them fellas don't pay him no attention. Julia Davis, the female pit bull, the female bully of the PNM, you know, because people that say the Prime Minister is a bully too. So the both of them in the same China shop on Charlotte Street. Because they say the both of them is a bully. So both of them, I mean, you know, they go hand in hand. This is for Pastor Google. The Bible has several verses that talk about disrespect and its implications. For instance, Leviticus 20, verse 9 states that anyone who dishonors father or mother must be put to death. Such a person is guilty of a capital offense. However, I could not find any verse that specifically talked about disrespecting a dead person. That being said, the Bible does mention instances where people have shown respect towards the dead. For example, in Amos 2, verse 1, it is mentioned that the Moabite king burned the bones of king of Edom to lime and was considered a heinous crime by God. The act of defiling the dead was so severe that God declared that he will come and wipe out the nation of Moab. In conclusion, while the Bible does not explicitly mention disrespecting a dead person, it does condemn acts of defiling the dead. It is important to treat the dead with respect and dignity, as they are no longer with us and cannot defend themselves. Let's take this call. Hello, caller, welcome.
Good evening, Wall Street.
Good evening, caller.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
Julia Davy, in my thing, is one of the most disrespectful women on radio. You can't tell me at the end of the man dead, boy.
Yep.
And that's the kind of nasty thing coming out of your mouth.
Correct. Yep.
And the Hashi, like if she's in #1 on the radio channel.
Yep.
What really going on with Trinidad?
Yep.
The man would have everybody, nobody in perfect. The same Bible, I know here without time.
Yep.
Nobody not perfect.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But there's a time where our family grieving. I mean, we know Pandey wasn't perfect. You understand? But he did contribution to Trinidad and Tobago that Julia Davy can himself do.
Yep. And we're going to talk about that too. Yeah, we're going to talk about
it, man.
Yes. Right? And the worst part about it, a man who's a pastor call himself Pastor Google, defiling and debasing the man. Oh God, boy. Oh God. Lord Father, please put a hand.
Google high judgment too, you know. Google high judgment to come in, because if that we would do on the public radio, and we should be calling for them fellas and them to apologize.
Yes, we are for them to apologize to the Basdio Pandey family.
And Julia Davy, who the hell is two of them? That them could just come. So when if we set our precedents in Trinidad, you understand, then people go do people any kind of thing.
Anything. Open sesame, anything.
But people are already doing people anything.
Yeah.
Because the horse done bolt out of the stable.
Yeah, Tommy's right. The horse already bolted the stable, you know. The tube is already out of the toothpaste. Right? Because the PNM, I am saying the PNM and Prime Minister Rowley is responsible for Julia Davy behavior. Yes, I said it.
I agree with you. I agree with you, because he's supposed to be representing the black culture in Trinidad and Tobago to a certain point. And if you knowing that and you seeing that and you saying that, then you're responsible for that.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yes, man. Thank you so much. Thank you, man.
Anyway,
yeah, man.
Anyway, well, later.
All right, cool. Yeah. The behavior of Julia Davy falls at the footstep of Prime Minister Rowley. I've said it. Yes. Forget about Mr. Rooster, because nobody don't pay you no attention, because he can't do maths correct. He don't know the difference between if Trinidad has 17 islands or 21 islands. He talk about if your gas runs out, he wastes that time. But Pastor Google, you need to apologize to the people of Trinidad and Tobago for your statement, Pastor Google.
I just want to say this to you. In 1995, a certain prime minister of this country, right, was charged with 5 accounts of sexual
harassment.
But you know what? You don't know about that. You don't want to talk about that. Don't talk about that.
I told them
that is insensitive at this point in time. But you want to call out the sitting prime minister about something that you don't have any evidence about.
Tommy,
I'm lost for words.
I am saddened by the
I'm lost for words,
behavior.
because the focus is so in left field, so insensitive and out of timing.
And Tommy, these are PNM activists.
Do they really think this is the appropriate time to have conversations of that sort?
Yes. They absolutely believe that. They believe that. Yeah, they believe that. And as we play the song here on our Monday program, Explain Ourselves, we just can't go on this way. When is the PNM gonna start reining in Julia Davy? When? When are they gonna start doing it? Because you know she already said nobody can put you over the lap and be them. She already said that. Hello, caller. Welcome. You have a minute before we go for the break. KFC, welcome.
Good afternoon, Pastor. Good afternoon, Pastor. Good afternoon, Mr. Washington. Good afternoon, Mr. Tommy.
You almost call me Pastor.
Good afternoon.
You almost call me Pastor.
I'm take a watch it.
Eh.
I'm not watching that. That's very sad for my pastor. I'm out there.
But I played for.
He followed that in the church.
But I don't know. You are pastor, and that is your behavior.
What you don't bless people in the church?
I don't know. I really don't know.
And them will talk to the young people out there, right?
Them want to talk to young people. Imagine that. And he's on the board of SAPA, and the former prime minister going to be laying in state in SAPA, you know.
Them only pushing our racial divide in this country. That died the motive, you know.
Yeah. But let me go for the break.
Call the prime minister for that.
Yeah, that it falls at the footsteps of Prime Minister Rowley.
Yeah.
This behavior is at the footstep of Prime Minister Rowley. I am calling it for what it is. KFC, we gotta go for the break.
The kind of contribution that man make.
Yeah.
Because we have the African people.
And we're gonna talk. Right. We're gonna talk about that when we come back. Thank you. Yeah, man. Yeah. So folks, we're gonna go for a quick break. And when we come back, it's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with yours truly, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on 91.9 FM and streaming live on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go for a quick break. And when we come back, there's more. Folks, stay tuned. There's a whole lot more that we have for you. Unbelievable. We'll be right back.
This is the Agua Splash. Well, this is the Agua Splash. Well. Que te salpique el agua. Splash, so let we make a splash. Well. Jump up in the agua. The agua. Wind up in the agua. The agua. Jump up in the agua. The agua. Wind up in the agua. Well, mamacita. Jump in the agua. Señorita. You pretty mama. Mueve tu compa. Ay, well. Jump up in the agua. The agua. Wind up in the agua. The agua. Jump up in the agua. The agua. Wind up in the agua. Right now this is the agua splash. Well, this is the agua splash. Well. Que te salpique el agua. So let me make a splash. And big song in the house. Bochinche en el agua. Viene el agua. Que yo me quiero bañar. Vivir gota. Aquí nadie se queda atrás. Vamos para allá. La gente quiere agua. Jump up in the agua. The agua. Wind up in the agua. The agua. Jump up in the agua. The agua. Wind up in the agua. Get ready to fall. Jump up in the show. Get ready to run. All your time to make a run. When I tell you so, everybody going so. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Jump up in the agua. The agua. Wind up in the agua. The agua. Jump up in the agua. The agua. Wind up in the agua. Mamacita. Oh, this is Iowa. And big song in the house tune.
When everything seemed to be gone, the worst thing to do is sit down and mourn.
Every Sunday from 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. Let's talk politics on a Sunday on the Street 919 FM. Sunday Talk. Come on, people. This is a balanced program. Share the love.
So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying.
Tune in in to 91.9 FM and join us in the village with Dat Triplets every Monday from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. We are here to fearlessly confront important issues and engage in objective discussions on the latest trends. You could also catch our live stream on WZYE 95.9 FM, New York, New Jersey. Get informed, get inspired, get educated every Monday, 7 to 10 p.m. right here on this radio station.
Renting a car in Tobago should be quick, affordable, and easy.
Wow.
Here at Onia Rentals, we make the process as simple as possible by using our easy e-sign-up. Yep, we can sign you up from just about anywhere using our tablets. See? All done. And everything goes straight into the cloud. Yeah, you're on your way. Are you coming to Tobago? Book your car rental with us and enjoy the most affordable rates in Tobago. But hurry, because cars go pretty fast. Call 361-1042. That's 361-1042. One more time, 361-1042. O'Neill Auto Rentals, Tobago, taking you further.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You listening? Listen now. Share the light, share the light. I want everybody to share the light. Downtown pussy, I feel share the light. Uptown pussy, I feel share the light. Share the light, share the light. Everybody just share the light. Tobago, share the light.
Cheetah.
Hello. Let's start the road match conversation.
Mashing up is my business. Better, much more. That is my only interest. I'm playing balls for sure. Some people they saying they're ready to misbehave. Some people they saying they're ready to cross the stage. Show me a hand if you're in the band and you is a fan. Let's mash up the land. Show me a hand if you're in the band on my banana. Everybody drip. Everybody drip. To the soca drip. Everybody drip. All your drip down so. All your drip up so. I said drip down so. All your drip up so. All you come in the band and drip from. Play a mass and drip from. Come in the band and drip from. Bounce around and drip from. Put up your flag and drip from. Bounce around and drip from. Put up your leg and drip from. Carnival is my business. That is why I defend. 40 years in this business. Going right down to the end. Because I really love soca. I'm not going to pretend. This year when I don't mash up, there go the party here. Show me a hand if you're in the band and you is a fan. Let's mash up the land. Show me a hand if you're in the band on my banana. Everybody drip. Everybody drip. To the soca drip. Everybody drip. All your drip down so. All your drip up so. I said drip down so. All your drip up so. All you come in the band and drip from. Play a mass and drip from. Come in the band and drip from. Bounce around and drip from. Put up your flag and drip from. Bounce around and drip from. Put up your leg and drip from. Can I have a round of applause for all my years in the business, please? My name is
down.
When everything seemed to be gone, the worst thing to do is sit down and mourn. Don't let frustration get the better of you and make you do things you should never do. You got to keep the faith, you can't surrender. You never know, tomorrow may be brighter. Behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going.
And of course, we are back with you. Sunday Talk, Let's Talk Politics with yours truly, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on 91.9 FM and streaming live on WZY 95.9 FM in the diaspora. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, share the live, share the live, share the live. Iowa TV on YouTube, The Street 919 FM on Facebook, The Street 919 FM on Instagram, and you can reach us here at 973-868-1444. That's 973-868-1444.
And that's also at 973-609-6509. That's 973-609-6509. Remember, it's a WhatsApp call, so it's free.
Hello, welcome. PNM Jama, welcome. PNM Jama, before you make any statement, hold a minute. Before you make any statement, right, PNM Jama, I want to say this, right? With the passing of Mr. Basdeo Panday, I want to put out a call to the PNM to honor the first global woman DJ from a cultural perspective in Trinidad and Tobago, Funky Gemma. I'm putting out a call to the PNM. Swanky Gemma. Yes, the first female DJ in to tour on a global basis. PNM, although don't wait till PNM Gemma leave us. Please honor now PNM Gemma, go ahead and make your contribution. I just had to put that out in his space. Go ahead. Why are you laughing, PNM Gemma? This is serious.
Something.
Yeah.
Dr. Rowley is not responsible for what those people said. You understand? He's not responsible for that.
Who responsible?
Because he'd never know they was going there and saying that. He could be responsible.
He should have reined them in after he heard them the first time, PNM Gemma, when he heard them the first time, because he was listening to the program, when he heard them the first time, he should have sent them a text and tell them cease and desist. But they continue with their rhetoric.
You don't know if we hear them when that was going on. Dr. Rowley was in Tobago.
He hear them.
He
just listen to them. PNM Gemma, you just listen to their program. Come on up, PNM Gemma.
He was not in Trinidad, and sometimes Tobago doesn't even be picking up Iowa station.
It's our internet, PNM Gemma. It's our internet.
As I said, where Mr. Panday death, I personally send my condolences to the family and the UNC fraternity, right?
Yeah.
I send my condolences. Mr. Panday, he served his time. Everybody who perfect, the Bible says that. Who perfect, tell the first stone. Every man has to drop down the stone. You understand? Nobody perfect. It's the Mr. Panday have to answer to one person. See that man upstairs there? He had to answer to it. I had to answer to it. You had to answer to it. All of us had to answer to when the time comes.
Correct.
Well said, Gemma. I wish you would get it in their ears.
4 daughters, because I heard the daughter said that he had only girls, 4 girls.
Yes.
I send condolences to the family. You understand? I send condolences to the family in the time of the grief. But I will say again, Dr. Rowley is not responsible for what was said. He's not responsible. are gone.
All right.
Right.
Thanks, PNM Jama. PNM Jama, I hope that they honor you. I hope as a cultural icon of Trinidad and Tobago, and you are absolutely correct, PNM Jama. But PNM Jama, you know what you need to do? Maybe you need to send Julia Davy a text and Pastor Google a text and tell them, oh, listen, honor the dead now. But let me finish it. I didn't finish. According to Cambridge Dictionary, defiling, because this is exactly what Julia Davy, Mr. Arusta, and Pastor Google have done to Mr. Basdio Pandey. Listen to it. According to Cambridge Dictionary, defiling means to spoil something or someone so that that thing or person is less beautiful or pure. In a person's death, you want it to be less beautiful or pure. COP, welcome.
Wall Street.
Wow.
And Uncle Tony.
Yeah, we're
Good afternoon.
Happy New Year to you.
I hope all you become successful and make a lot of money for this 2024.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
You know, this is what coming out from a pastor and also a member of the board of SAPA. Where taxpayers give this so-called pastor a salary.
No, he's a pastor. He's a pastor. Let me give it. He's a pastor.
Well, all right.
Yeah, he's a pastor.
Right,
he's a pastor. Yeah.
Pastor.
Yeah.
We doesn't make all kind of macaroni thing like that. This is a member of the SAPA board. Basdio Pandey will be in SAPA.
Correct.
I think the citizens of this country should do a petition and send it for Faris Alwari to ensure taxpayers' money must not be going to somebody who thinks so, especially a pastor who on the board with taxpayers' money paying them another salary. A month or something ago.
But Kunji, I don't believe in trying to take food off anybody's table. I don't believe in that.
That is not taking food out of anybody's mouth. You can't take ignorant food off of taxpayers. You cannot have taxpayers. If you want to have your own food, you can do a private job. You could do a private job and make your money where you can speak independent. But when you're collecting your money from taxpayers' money, you have to speak with respect. That is what you have to do. And if you don't speak with respect with taxpayers' money, you set a bad example for the future of this country. So whatever you might believe, it mightn't suit the development of man and mankind. Wall Street, a month or something ago, I made a contribution. And this guy said his son had was to run and put his hand on his head and pray. Pastor Google, you know how Basdio Pandey grandchildren feel when you say those things? You know how supporters of Basdio family feel when you say those things? And even you too, Julia Davy. You was once the biggest supporter of the UNC, the party that Basdio Pandey created. Under that party, you say the best PNM is a dead one.
Correct is right.
That's
absolutely.
The love and passion.
Yes.
That's the love and passion you had for the UNC. And this is these things you coming out and saying. Remember when Franklin Khan passed away? Everybody sent condolences. Many of those PNM people them cry, even though Franklin Khan may ensure thousands of their family members get fired in energy. Everybody send condolences to him. And to do the Basdio Pandey, that is rude. That is disrespectful. I think your son should put his hand on the head again and pray Because the size you will get, nobody putting more mouth on you. The obesity problems you will have in life by thinking that way. When you reach older, you can't even move about. You cannot even manage yourself properly. And you will be creating that on yourself. Watch how big your belly getting right now.
All right.
Street have a good day.
Yeah,
Watch
man.
how big your belly.
Yeah. No, I don't think we have to go there. COP. We don't have to attack anybody. We don't want to attack anybody personally. And we don't believe that. And let me just play this because I think it's important for us not to attack people personally. You know, we may have our differences, but we don't believe in attacking people.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
Hello, caller, welcome.
Yeah, good day to all the listeners and all who locked on right now.
Yeah.
My point of view, right, to me, right, look at how many things Pandey do. Not for Indian alone, for the whole of Trinidad and Tobago. We cannot count them.
Correct.
Compare Pandey with Rowley. Pandey only have 5 years or 6 years, right? The amount of things Pandey do.
Yeah.
Compare that with Rowley. Everybody have fault. Everybody have fault, but Pandey did well.
Yeah, he did well.
For the poorer class and the way how she looking at it, like Pandey never do nothing.
But let me say this.
But
let me say this.
Yeah.
Pandey reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 23.4% to 19.8%. Let me repeat that. Pandey reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 23.4% to 19.8%. Prime Minister Rowley, the current Prime Minister, increased the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 17.3% to 27%. Let me repeat that. Basdeo Pandey reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 23.4% to 19.8%. Under the current Prime Minister Rowley, when he came into power, there was 17.3% black people living below the poverty line. Now we have 26% or more. Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, but you believe to yourself is it dark as what Julia they be wearing and the Worcester wearing because that they're not seeing. You believe is it dark as you know the lens they're wearing looking like the lens they're using what they used to well. You understand?
Yeah,
the
man.
welding glass.
Yeah.
I believe it's that they're using. They can't see. They maybe can't even see the big toe. Because I'm like Pandey who loved by all actually.
Yeah,
I give him 99%.
Yeah.
The man was a good man.
He was a
He
good
had
man.
to face reality. He never get angry with people.
Yeah, he was
He
a
had
good
a
man.
blush.
Yeah, man.
He was a great man, right?
Yeah, man.
Anybody could have talked to him.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot, man.
So, he was for all. Not necessarily have for one set of people. He helped for the black, he helped for the Indian, he helped for everybody. He wasn't looking at race.
Yeah, correct.
He was looking for the poor. He was really making one the poor people
Yeah.
become somebody, right?
Yep.
But these people are not seeing that. If you have any other lens and you could donate it to these three people and them there, a Rooster, and they like the lens and walking and not seeing, right?
Yeah.
You have anything you could donate to them like a purple lens?
I go see what I could find. Let me take this next call. All right. Thank you,
Okay,
man. Yeah,
thanks.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Hello, caller. Welcome. Caller.
On street,
Yeah.
listen to me. What is wrong with Kunji? You're now condemning Master Google, you're condemning Julia Davy, you're condemning the other one, Saruka. And when you don't hear what you're saying about the man belly.
Nah, I
What
can't.
is really
No,
wrong with them?
no, we're not tolerating that. We ain't tolerating that. We're not tolerating that. All right? We're not tolerating disrespect. You understand? Yeah. We ain't tolerating. But folks, Tommy,
Yes.
I want people to understand. Basdeo Pandey was the man who brought Miss Universe to Trinidad and Tobago.
And he lifted the ban on Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture.
Thank you very much, Tommy. He lifted the ban on Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture to return to Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you so much.
Now we want to take a moment to thank a few wonderful people who made all of this possible. His Excellency Arthur N.R. Robinson, President of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. The Honorable Basdio Pandey, Prime Minister of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. The Honorable Mervyn I. Assam, Minister of Trade and Industry and Consumer Affairs and Minister of Tourism. Carlos L.R. John, Executive Chairman, Trinidad and Tobago Host Committee. And one more thanks to the co-owner, along with CBS, of the Miss Universe organization, Mr. Donald Trump.
That will go down in history. A little island of 1.4 million people held the Miss Universe contest under Basdio Pandey. Has it ever been done since? That's what I mean?
Nope. and at that time, our population was probably 1.2 million.
Correct is right. Caller, welcome.
Hey, Wall Street. Yeah. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to Uncle Tommy there.
Yeah.
Afternoon.
I was just in the kitchen right now. Now take my pie out of the oven, right?
Yeah.
And I hear Funky. I hear Swanky Jama. Right? And I want to say, it's nice that that PNM Jama, we'll call her PNM Jama, speak like that. I want to, let her know it was very nice that she speak like that. And I want to tell Kunji, politics is a nasty game, right? And at no point in time, we should play the game and let people, or try to let people lose. And I want to thank you to Wall Street for telling them nobody should take bread out of people's mouth.
Yeah, I don't believe in that.
We all call Pastor Google, no matter what Pastor Google he may be. Sometimes he just even bash me when he ready, and the callers attack me. But at no point in time, we must say where he working and who paying him and try to take bread out of his mouth.
I don't believe in
because
that.
we all we all like family.
Yeah.
And I find it was a very low blow. And we all know he might have said that because
Brooklyn, I want to apologize. I want to personally apologize for that behavior, because I think that we cannot be condemning them on one side and on the other side we are doing exactly the same thing. We can't do that. We cannot be two-faced. And I want to apologize. I want to apologize to Pastor Google for that personal attack. I want to do that.
No matter what, if you call Google show, he will take your call.
Correct is right. Correct is right.
Even when the incident happened, I just still call and fight for my Pastor Google, right? But at the end of the day, this we like family on 91.9. And he little side bread or he little out at 91 point radio job, don't try to make him lose that in any way. Because we know how this world is. Don't attack him like that. And then leave, even though he might have talked about his son, what his son do, leave it cheering outside to now, man. Let me just play it like, Basdio Pandey. I remember when Basdio Pandey gave land to people from Laventille up in the east, and Julia Davy was living in the Beatum. I telling you, she was up there marking out his spot. Why should that be the land where Aruka say he have? Yeah? But they cousin Pandey. But all of them get land for you and not Pandey. You understand? But we could, politics, when politics done, we all have to still live in Trinidad and Tobago. And when we play nasty, and the politics play nasty, if the politics leaders play nasty, and we play nasty, then the children will continue to play nasty.
Yeah.
And it will tell why most of the children that continue to get locked up as PNM children, based on the behavior of Aruka and Julia Davy and them, is the same mentality, ignorance and stupidity. When they go to the prison, you could get a whole list of all of them, and they will say the parents grow them up as PNM.
Yeah.
And we had to change that.
And Brooklyn, imagine kids listening to Julia Davy and Mr. Rooster and Pastor Google, and them defiling and denigrating and putting Pandey in the mud. The man gone, dragging him in the mud.
If he was alive on the street, I would understand if he was alive, but he gone.
The man gone.
The point, let the time pass, politics is 2025, but at the end of the day, I am saying that we must not come to try to take with brother food out his mouth, no matter what side of the table you're on.
I agree with that. I agree.
That's my contribution,
All right, man.
brother.
Yeah, bless.
Up.
Bless. Yeah, I agree with that. I wholeheartedly do not believe in trying to take food off anybody's table because I don't know a person's predicament. So I'm not trying to take food off of anybody's table. All right, let's take these voice notes here. Hold on a minute. We have 1 or 2 voice notes here. Let me see. There we go. Let me try this one here. Okay. All right, let's take this call here. Hello, caller. Welcome.
Good afternoon, Anson.
Good afternoon, and Tommy.
Good afternoon, Mr. Uncle Tommy.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Okay. I like to say things objectively. Anson, you know me. I had served 3 years as an alderman, right? You know that, right? I told you that on numerous occasions. And when I came out after my term of office, I decided I was not going back because when you take an oath of office and you go there to do what is right, you need to do what is right, not what party said. So I made a decision was not to go back into local government politics. But I want to ask this question. My name went down in history as an alderman under local government. Let me ask this. If I die and any talk show host want to speak about me, right? Wouldn't my legacy, whether good or bad, it would be their prerogative for they to discuss? I want to ask that question.
Kathy, let me answer the question this way. Let me answer the question for you this way. Listen to this, right? I don't know if you heard me. No, I'm not hanging up. No. Listen to this. I want to answer it in this. Tommy, I don't know if you wanted to say something.
You go ahead first.
I want to answer it in this way. The Bible has several verses that talk about disrespect and its implication. Let me keep going.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
For instance, Leviticus 29 states that anyone who dishonors father or mother must be put to death. Such a person is guilty of a capital offense. However, I could not find any verse that specifically talked about disrespecting a dead person. That being said, the Bible does mention instances where people have shown respect towards the dead. For example, in Amos 2:1, it is mentioned that Moabite king burned the bones of king of Edom to lime, which was considered a heinous crime by God. This act of defiling the dead was so severe that God declared that he will come and wipe out the nation of Moab. In conclusion, while the Bible does not explicitly mention disrespecting a dead person, it does condemn the act of defiling the dead. It is important to treat the dead with respect and dignity as they are no longer with us and cannot defend themselves. I'll answer your question that way, Kathy. Go ahead.
Okay, let me respond back to you. So, in other words, when you take an oath of office to serve, some people swear by the same Bible, right? Am I right?
Okay. Well, it depends. Huh? I guess I don't know if the other religions.
Some people listen. Some people swear by the Bible. Some people swear by Bhagavad.
Okay.
Some people swear by the other thing Muslim use. Some swear by their hand. Some don't swear. But the thing is, when you took on the public life, when you took an oath of office, everybody has the opportunity to swear. And with that is why I use myself for example. When you took an oath to serve in public life, during your tenure of office, you're supposed to do what is right in the sight of God, in the sight of the taxpayers as well. Now, I'm not calling anybody name. There are history pertaining to the former Prime Minister who is dead. While, yes, we will want to grieve with the family and with his party official or whoever or anybody, we cannot close our eyes and our ears and history of part of his legacy.
Kathy,
and part of his
Kathy,
legacy, which
Kathy, I don't mean to stop you. Go ahead.
No, no. I am a former UNC member who that man who dead made me join since I was 16 years. I know what I experienced under his tenureship and many other African people that I don't even have to speak about. But if others are speaking about his legacy in whatever way, I don't think I'm not talking for nobody. I don't think it is wrong if they are talking about it. It is part of our history, whether good or whether bad. That's
Okay.
all I have to say.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Kathy, before you leave, I wanted to say that
Go ahead. She left. Go ahead, Tommy.
there's a time for everything and everything in that time. And this is not the time for negative and bashing. I close my.
But then Kathy didn't just say what I read to her. She did not listen to what I just read. She totally ignored that. Totally. You understand? She ignored it. Right?
I hope she heard what I said.
Yeah, I know she's just still. And I'm asking Kathy, what about Pastor Google, Kathy? He's a pastor. Shouldn't he know better? Shouldn't he know better? When he stands in the pulpit, right? And he's trying to convince his flock about certain things. Is he going to talk, or he's performing the ceremony for a person who has passed away?
You know, she talked about people swearing on that same book that we call the Bible.
Yeah, caller, welcome. Turn down your radio or your computer, caller. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you doing, Gordon?
To both of you and the listeners.
Yeah.
I see you decide to go to the Bible. Nothing is wrong with that. That's the best book and the life book. All right? I am one of those who do not endorse you going down the road of maligning the dead based on the fact that not the dead. Don't care about the dead gone already. They can't change their decision, whatever they did. They gone already. So me don't care about the dead. But who they left behind? Spouse, well not spouse, wife, child, children, and things like that. And based on that, I will not endorse somebody going down that kind of road of digging up all the negative things that they would have been done or it has been alleged that they have done. Just now I'll finish.
No, Gordon, I will let you talk. Gordon.
But I want to believe.
Yeah.
I want to believe that has something to do with, because remember we are still in the we versus them syndrome. Eh?
I understand that fully well. I understand that.
Section that seems to be painting a picture of the dead was an angel from in heaven, right next to God the Father. And I think they are feeling so offended by that, that they've gone down this road that I do not endorse. I do not endorse. But I feel I could understand why they would have done that based on what these others are doing, which I am saying I do not endorse. All right? You wanted to ask a question?
No, but this, my question is this. Why would a pastor who should know the Bible very well go down that road of trying to defile a person who has gone to his maker? A pastor. Why?
But that I just explained that here, and I am disappointed that you're putting it in this way, like, you know, a pastor. Who is that pastor?
I think
two hands,
no,
but
in my
likely, just like you and I, you know.
But in my estimation,
you understand?
People hold a pastor to a higher status. In my estimation.
Well, that's what people do. Is it the best thing?
No, it may not be the best thing. But I'm just
saying, the best thing?
But that's what
I mean, look
do.
How many times people would have been disappointed by pastors, by politicians, by doctors, by lawyers, by ordinary people who killing people as if without reason just because they're gonna bullet in it.
But all I'm saying is
I don't think it's good to categorize
it
is a pastor, so that means he's supposed to be with wings.
No, I hear you.
He move his hand, music will play.
I hear you, but listen to this. I can quicker take this sort of criticism from Julia Davy because Julia Davies consistent in her
No,
behavior.
you're not taking it from her. I've been listening to you. You're not taking it from
No,
her.
I'm
So I
not
don't
taking
think
it.
that's that good
No, I'm
reference.
not taking it.
But I
I'm
don't
just.
want to stay long
All right,
on the
okay.
line because
All
I
right.
don't like when people stay long on
Okay,
the
no
line.
problem.
Let me leave this last one with you.
Yeah,
Let me
man.
leave this last one with you.
Okay.
Romans chapter 13,
Mm.
verse 4. Hear what it says. Hear what it says. This is also why you pay taxes. Because the authorities are working for God. When they fulfill their duties, pay. Then, when you owe them, pay them your personal and property taxes and show respect and honor for them all. Romans chapter 13, verse 4. I didn't say so. I read from the book that I believe you read from.
Thank you very much.
All the best.
Yeah, man. Bless. And Tommy.
Yep.
President, welcome.
Yeah, man.
How are you going, boss? Happy New Year.
Yeah, we're just waiting on the weather to done talk.
Yeah, go ahead. You inside.
Inside?
Yeah.
All right. I hearing the topic that earlier on day.
Yeah.
And I have a different view towards plenty people.
Okay.
Because what I want to say is this is Trinidad, and we have enough prime ministers that pass through Trinidad and Tobago. And at the same time, I must say good afternoon to Trinidad and Tobago. Good afternoon to you and Tommy.
Good afternoon, sir.
And Happy New Year too.
Same to you.
Well, you don't know if President Trinidad and Tobago are here already. So we continue with the conversation. We have many prime ministers that pass here, and I can't recall it have any prime minister that nobody didn't talk about even after the death. Now, many of us know that all the prime ministers, they do good, and all of them also do bad. Now, even after the last caller who just talked, there is a reason for many things, and the simple conversation he put down there is one that is right. That according to how people want to bring somebody good, but they do talk about the bad. In no respect in the politics, the section that bringing this thing to the fore do not want to talk about the bad of who they support. And that is a very serious matter in all of us people, whether you pay them or you're not paying them. I am an independent as I claim to be. And in being the independent and on defense, I am listening and hearing all sides and understand properly well that I will talk against the PNM, I will talk towards the PNM in accordance to what I see that I would like or what I wouldn't like. But there are sides who do not talk against their party or their people, but they want to bring them as if they are God totally.
President,
that's a serious matter.
President, can I ask you a question?
If somebody decides to talk about the ills that happen, although we all know and talking about the good things that happen, we see that nowhere because the bad things happen. Look, I remember Columbus. I remember Sir Walter Raleigh. I remember all those great evil invaders that the statues all about is now we're trying to pull the statues because we now come to realize that the statues shouldn't be there. You understand? And it's the same thing to whoever it was a politician, and when we find out that they evil eventually. So I don't know where we're going. Just call it bacchanal. Yes, it's true that the dead and we should give respect. We give condolence to the family and things, but we are not going to forget the evil things that they have done. I remember when Chambers had died. Even after Chambers died, people did call it Concedo. I never understood. Even after Robinson died, people say that he was a this and he was a that. I hear even lately, I think that people talk and say Dr. Eric William was a thief and he was a this and he helped thief and he helped this and he did that. So, African people must not talk about Indian people, but Indian people must talk everything and for African people all kinds of things. But if you only answer and say something direct, and that is not them who talking, it's the same Africans who on the Hindu side, like the Hindu who talking. Look here what I'm telling you. I appreciate when people do good. And I also will look good and try my best to understand what bad they do. And I will even write it.
All right.
Actually, we are, I think that plenty of people double tongue out there and it's total hypocrites.
Thank you.
And I will even write it.
Thank
Thanks, Wolfie.
Okay.
Thanks, Mr. Tommy.
All right.
Staying independent for all people who feel that they like to be one side and that is that and that is that.
All right.
It ain't gonna be so.
Thank you.
I say what is and truth of what is all the time.
Thank you,
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Wolfie.
All right.
You're welcome.
KFC, welcome. KFC, turn on your radio. Turn on your radio or your computer. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, you know?
Yeah, we hearing you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Tommy. So all the problems you're trying to tell me, we're going in the country right now. We had a big bars you open for that, and you UNC for that or what?
Well, they always blame 2010, 2015 for the problem. They always did. And then when they get tired of that, they go back to 1995 to 2001. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Mr. Wash, it is a pastor. He's supposed to set a better example.
Better example.
If people are in the church.
Yeah, and I want to tell him, use the acronym SAGE, S-A-G-E, set a good example. S-A-G-E is SAGE, set a good example. That's what you need to do, Pastor Google. You need to set a good example as a pastor. Simple.
Yeah.
You know, and the good book that he supposedly follows says there's a time for everything.
Correct is right, Tommy. The good book that you follow, there's a time for everything.
And
they couldn't grab by my in the heart.
I don't know.
He's supposed to stop. Do that call out? Don't go there as a pastor.
Nah, you can't.
When them talking so on the radio, tell young people listening, call them big plan getting on and call them song on the radio now.
Yeah.
And they want to blame you for them getting on, so you know.
Right. Mm-hmm. Correct.
Them supposed to be setting up the example, man.
Because Mr. Rooster could barely do maths correctly. You understand? The man can you don't know if you want to multiply, divide, subtract, or what, right?
You don't take on he's a man run away from sentence. He's always can out.
All right, KMC. Take care. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Caller, welcome.
Wall Street.
Yeah.
What's it are some fanatics that I can't understand. You have to call back. Because a woman now call me and say she go remember the good and the bad. But she prefer to remember the bad only
than the good.
She is the object of where us call a biased woman. And they cannot take she complimenting her, saying you're doing a good job, but she not doing a good job. She saying all right, she go remember the good and the bad, but she only talking about the bad. And you see when people come to make the point in a public space like this, and they're implicating two people that obviously doing wrong. They run a big network in the morning. When them come, when Pastor Google come and Julia Davy come, them run a big network and the leading, not the self-trainer, is people the leading as trainer. You understand? And what you doing here, you pulling off the blinders off of these people and them eyes.
Correct is right.
You understand?
Correct
you
is right.
You cannot be talking bad about a man dead.
He dead.
Yes, we know everybody not perfect. You understand what the contribution that Pandey would have done to the society? Julia Davy and Pastor Google could never step in the man's shoes.
Not even close. Close.
So why come in a public space to try to defame a man character like that? Because he man there he think, man.
Thank you, man.
I don't understand this at all.
Yeah, man. Bless. All right. Yeah, Brooklyn.
Well, good afternoon again.
1 minute, Brooklyn. Folks,
You see,
1 minute. Just remember, folks, at the top of the hour, we go over to WZY TV on YouTube and WZY 95.9 FM on Facebook. So WZY TV on YouTube and WZY 95.9 FM on Facebook at 2 p.m. Go ahead, Brooklyn.
yeah, well, shit. You see, President Village. I don't call him President Village. President Village, dog. You look at dog.
Why you picking on President, man? Leave President alone now.
President, come on your show and start to talk about Indian and Hindu and the African president. If the black African man is not doing the right thing in the country, and the only opposition it have is of Indo descent, right? Is of Indo descent. If it's only one show choice you have. Is either keep the black African man who punishing we, or we choose the opposition who is of Indian. Why you have to come and talk all this nonsense? It's PNM people who say Chambers don't see. So when you say when Chambers dead, people talk about it's PNM people cause Chambers president. It's PNM people cause Manning president. All that have no sense, boy. This thing here have nothing to do with race. This thing here have to do with people who going through a lot of pressure, people who are afraid to walk the streets, and people just figure if the present government, who already claim the black government, is not fixing the problems that we face on a day-to-day basis in Trinidad and Tobago, we have no other choice but to take the opposition, whether it's Chinese, Indian, Syrian, whoever could be the opposition. We have to make a change to see if that person could fix the problems that we as the citizens are having. President, you continue to come on all the program and talk stupidness about the Indian and African, like they love the Indian and the Indian is the best thing. President, go and stop drinking Panadol punching. You only keep without Panadol punching and coming on the radio. Go take a rest now, President.
All right, folks, it's very simple. How could it be, Tommy, that every time we get an Indian prime minister, the percentage of black people living below the poverty line goes down? And when we get a black government in 2015, the percentage of people living below the poverty line almost double or increases by 50%. Why it is? Is it that black PNM people rather suffer under a black prime minister than to prosper under an Indian prime minister? If that's what it is, I'm asking the question.
I think Lady Gypsy have an answer for that, you know.
Oh, you know what? I need to play that song. Yeah, Tommy, I gotta play that song. I gotta play that song when we come back. Yes. Is that what it is, Tommy? I think that's what it is. You answered my question. Why is that? Why is that? Under Basdeo Pandey reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line. Under Kamla Persad-Bissessar, she reduced the amount of people living below the poverty line. But let me take it a little further. Under Patrick Manning also reduced the amount of black people living below the poverty line from 25.2% to 23.4%. I didn't go to that one. I was just sitting down there and waiting with that one. Even under Patrick Manning, the black people living in the poverty line was decreased. Under Prime Minister Rowley, yes, the current Prime Minister, we went from 17% to over 26%. So I go take Manning. I go take Pandey. I go take Kamla Persad-Bissessar because my people, the people that look like me and you, Tommy, was prospering under Indian Prime Minister, 2 Indian Prime Ministers, and Patrick Manning. So I go take them. And I could take the black one too, Patrick Manning, Yeah? Come on, man. But it have one other thing that I wanted to talk about with respect to see, I am not interested in denigrating a man when he cannot answer. That's simple me. Tommy, I don't know about you.
Like I said, there's a time for everything, and everything in that time. And the wrong time to denigrate a man is when he can no longer speak for himself.
Yeah, and that's kind of sad, you know, Tommy, boy. You're denigrating a man who can no longer speak for himself. Why is that? You know, but there is so many things Basdeo Pandey did for black people. I mean, Kwame Ture could not come home under a so-called black government in Trinidad and Tobago. It's Basdeo Pandey who did it. Tommy, wait a minute. Who gave Tuco, who gave Pancho and Bego that
Pandey.
building on the highway?
Who gave the Baptists the land they have to build a school and so on? Pandey.
No. Yeah. But that building that they still have on the highway there, it's Pandey that give them that building?
And they gave them that land.
Oh God, yeah.
And it's a prime location, eh? Prime location. All they had to do is put up the right structure and create a pan museum, which is what I think is what they were trying to do.
But you want to come to the media, and try to make it look like if. But let me play this last video before we go. Let me play this one. Listen to this one.
Out for 9 a.m., the outriders of the procession bringing the body of former Prime Minister Basdeo Panday to the Red House to lie in honor in state would have ridden up past and assumed their positions. Very aptly, the band that is accompanying this morning's proceedings at this point in time is playing none other than My Way, which is a testament to the man himself, the 5th Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Basdeo Panday, as his life and legacy is being honored, as he is being given a military escort to lie in state in honor today at the Rotunda Gallery of the Red House. No. Once again, Mr. Panday is known for having that particular and personal touch with so many people, good, bad, or indifferent. You remembered that he did things his way, which is one of the reasons, undoubtedly, that this selection is being used. One account of interactions with the former Prime Minister comes from a veteran broadcaster, Tony Fraser, who said that the last time we met and spoke, it was the year before COVID, the event being a Renegade Span session in their yard. And we greeted each other warmly, and I remarked on his good-looking health condition. That set him off to inform him that it was because he has a clean heart and he doesn't bear grudges against anyone. Very personable, very charismatic, and we as...
That to me,
yep.
He has a clean heart and he doesn't bear grudges against anyone. So when the good Lord called him home, his heart was pure and clean. Based on the statement.
And I listened to him giving a speech. Someone sent me a recorded speech that he was giving where he was talking about forgiving everyone, and that he found it hard to forgive one person who he eventually did forgive. Eventually.
Yes, I remember that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And
but Tommy, we gotta go. We gotta wrap up here. Your closing comment. My closing comment is: instead of buying your kids all the things you never had, teach them all the things you were never taught. Material wears out, knowledge stays.
My closing comment is: be that change that you want to see. It begins with the man in the mirror. However, if you look in that mirror and you don't like what you see, do not blame the mirror.
Thank you. So, folks, you can hop over to WZY TV on YouTube and WZY 95.9 FM on Facebook. We are out of here. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
This is oh Lord, Trinidad and Tobago. This is DJ Bravo. I'm hurting you up. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me
Nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's son brain. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. Now with the love, with the vibes, with the hope. Now tell me something, how we really want we cope. When the children breathing in too much gun smoke. And the Coast Guard can never see a boat. You're someone like some goats when they come looking for votes. Sit to empty promises, reading like a horoscope. Justice for sale in a fat envelope. Politically, all the answers is a joke. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. All I see in front of me, nightmares turn into reality. Like somebody build a monster factory. Parliament up against parliament economy. But let the moderators in another body in a dream. Somebody girl child missing, another rape again. And next road stain with somebody's son brain. Who take the S out of Port of Spain. This is a sad place. My country turned into a sad place. When I look around, it's only sad face. Our country turned into a sad place. It doesn't matter the religion, the color, the creed, or the race. It's our responsibility to take care of our place. Champion!
We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going. We gotta keep on moving on. As long as you have health and strength, reaching your goal, nothing should prevent. Every time you fall, get up again. Don't sit down there like that and complain. You got to stand up and continue fighting. Don't give up, keep courage, you must win. Don't you know, behind every dark cloud, there's a silver lining. So don't give up hope now. We gotta keep on trying. Oh Lord, we gotta keep on going.
And of course, we are back with you. It's Sunday Talk. Let's talk politics with yours truly, Professor Wall Street and Uncle Tommy on WZYE 95.9 FM. Let's take this one. Hello, caller. Caller, welcome.
Send the link for me to conversation, please.
I will send it for you right now. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Right.
Yeah. So Tommy, you know, it is somewhat sad, Tommy, that even in people's passing, we don't know how to honor someone. At least let the body be cremated and give the family a few days to mourn. And then, you know, you can decide whatever you want to do.
But what happens is that there's so much social decay that it took precedence over good sense. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I hear you loud and clear. You know, it's sad to me.
Social decay. That's what's going on. We have a society that is in shambles when we really think about it.
But you know, Tommy, the you know, maybe I shouldn't be doing that. I put it at certain levels, right? And I would say that Julia Davy and Mr. Rooster, they are at a little level, and Pastor Google is at a very high level because he has pastor in front of his name. And I expect better from him. I mean, do you think that I'm being biased or I'm not being fair?
I think you're trying your best to be as fair as you possibly can. But when you really break it down, the political alliance is intoxicating.
Okay. Let's listen to this voice note.
Hi, good afternoon to the panel there. God first. Listeners, this caller is extremely disappointed that talk show hosts that are described as go along, come along, too much of them it have, take this opportunity, I shouldn't call it opportunity, but decide to bring up the negatives about somebody who is deceased, not keeping in mind that the person is dead, but wife, child, children are still alive, in spite of what they would have done or alleged to have done. I do not endorse that at all. But I can't say much because, to me, it have talk show hosts here right now, as a matter of fact, who are saying worse or just as bad concerning the living. Concerning the living. So really and truly, somebody got to explain to me what is the difference. Yeah? Should I wait?
I can quickly say the living has a voice. The dead
can defend themselves.
The dead does not have a voice anymore.
Correct is right. The living can defend themselves. The living have an opportunity to defend themselves. Not only that, Tommy, but the living can take to social media and defend themselves. You understand? Yeah, PNM Jama, you're live.
It's saying call Wall Street, cancel voice call. That's what it is.
No. Check it. It says YouTube. The link says YouTube on it. It says YouTube on Facebook. Click on YouTube or Facebook on the link. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Tommy, I don't understand something. Didn't that same person just read us a Bible quote from the Bible with respect to people that has left us?
I thought so.
So, I don't get it. At least, if you want to say something about me, Tommy, I can defend myself with respect to what you have stated. But when I'm no longer here, I cannot defend myself. And I don't think my family is going to go out and try to defend because they're going to do a lot of defending.
That's why we talk about timing. We have a time for everything.
Time and place.
That same book talks about a time to mourn, a time for war, a time to dance, a time for everything.
Yep. Let's listen to this next voice.
What come to mind as I listening there to Rustang is this comment. See if you could place this comment. When and where and who. I quote, "Is that man still there?"
All right. Okay. Okay, caller. Let me see what other voice notes I have here. Let me see what this one is here. Let me see.
Wall Street, that is nonsense that Iowa George encouraging on 91.9. For most of the talk show hosts and them, 95% of the talk show hosts and them, to bring race and fight down each other and cry down Indian people. Iowa George were encouraging that nonsense on 91.9. But that nothing. We just win share. We just win watch much. We win listen much. We wouldn't have the radio station playing we house no more. When we listen, we go listen to the bush because that is nonsense. You can't breed that kind of tribal race and a radio station we are with thousands of people listening. Wall Street, when Indian politicians passed away, especially in the UNC, PNM talk show hosts on 91.9, them just worship that, them just glad and wish for these people and them to dead, and them classify themselves as talk show hosts, and most of the population know that how they just think, eh? You tell me 91.9 and encourage that nonsense and stupidness and 91.9? Eh? 91.9 will just have a set of illiterates and fools listening to them. Wall Street, don't play a papi show in me. I not disrespecting nobody. I speaking the facts. The man belly getting big. If all you can't see that, they want to be blind to it. I not like that. But don't papi show me. I don't want nobody to apologize for me. How they find I think of them. That is how them think of you, Wall Street. Them say the worst of Uncle Tony. So you can say where you want, don't play apologizing for me. I mean what I say, belly big.
Tell me what I'm gonna say, boy.
Well, that's them out. They could say the worst they want about me. They don't know me.
Yeah. I don't. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with talking other people in such a way. That's just not my philosophy. You understand? I don't believe in that. But Tommy, I don't know if you ever heard Jeff Bezos. You know who Jeff Bezos is, right, Tommy?
Of course.
The gazillionaire. Jeff Bezos talks something that we do hear very often. And Jeff Bezos talk about the Gaga group. That's the go along, get along. Jeff Bezos, the gazillionaire. Listen to this, Tommy.
We humans are not really truth-seeking animals. We are social animals.
Yeah, we are.
And, take you back in time 10,000 years and you're in a small village. If you go along to get along, you can survive. You can procreate.
Tommy, did you just hear that?
If you go out to get along, you can survive.
Let me repeat that. Yeah.
We humans are not really truth-seeking animals. We are social animals.
Yeah, we are.
And, take you back in time 10,000 years and you're in a small village. If you go along to get along, you can survive. You can procreate. If you're the village truth teller, you might get clubbed to death in the middle of the night. Truths are often, they don't want to be heard because important truths can be uncomfortable, they can be awkward, they can be exhausting,
impolite,
yes,
all that kind of stuff.
Challenging. They can make people defensive, even if that's not the intent. But any high-performing organization, whether it's a sports team, a business, a political organization, an activist group, I don't care what it is, any high-performing organization has to have mechanisms and a culture that supports truth-telling.
You hear that? They have to have a culture that supports truth telling.
Tommy, and you can see why Amazon is one of the most successful companies in the world. And the man puts political organizations in there. You see? Tommy, I never saw, as a matter of fact, a friend hit me to this yesterday. He said, boy, Wall Street, I wait to listen to this video. And you remember, I coined the phrase in Trinidad, you go along, get along, RP and them gang. Because, and they just call us all kind of name because we bring the truth. Respectfully, yeah? We bring the truth respectfully. You see? Because we think in order for the PNM, I'm not talking about the UNC, other people can talk about the UNC. In order for the PNM to be a viable political organization, they need people talking the truth. Tommy, let me take this call here. Just talk for a minute. Let me take this call.
Yeah. The truth will always set you free. There's no question about it. So whoever wants to say whatever they want to say about me, that's their business. I'm not concerned about that. I know who I am. And their boss knows who I am also. Iowa knows me for many years. He knew me long before he even got a radio station. So they can say whatever they want to say. That's their mouth. Are you back or your mic's muted?
You unmute my mic. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, Tommy. You know, it is Abby says the only thing Pastor Google and Juju can talk about is UNC. That's sad. All she's gonna show has no content. You have to expect those things from both hosts. Yeah, I mean, you know, Tommy boy, when I saw what was going on that program, boy, I was taken aback. I was really taken aback.
You know, from time to time, listeners say that they lambaste you and I. I don't be listening to what they have to say because it's not important to me. But further to that, the fact that they make you and I their targets, it simply says one thing, that we must be getting something right.
Yeah, we have to be doing something. Something is being done that, you know, hold on. KFC, waiters. Something is being done.
Hello?
Yeah, we listening to you.
Yeah, good afternoon, Mr. Wash. Good afternoon, Mr. Tommy again. No, let's make a headline tomorrow.
Eh? How come?
What they're gonna beat all that tomorrow.
Why KFC? Why? Why?
Because of that talking about what our bad the party do so much good for the country.
We ain't supposed to talk about that.
Yeah, but nah, you're supposed to talk about that. You're supposed to downgrade the man.
Yeah, you're supposed to make him look bad and talk about all the things he do and this, that, and the other, right?
But dead man tell no tears?
Dead man tell no tears, boy. Full 100. You understand?
I was taking Mr. Good afternoon to Tunji. Tunji wasn't talking about party girl when people lost in the work, you know. But about talk shows on that program there, the man try to take blood out of my mouth.
But you know, I did hear that too, you know, and we see that too, KFC is unacceptable. That is unacceptable. And listener, I do have to apologize for Kunji, but I just wanted to know that I know about Tom. Me personally, KFC.
Yeah.
My belief is that I don't know what a person is going through. You understand?
Well, should you have been listening to them program from 6 to 4 hours and the callers and them hours?
No, I know that. I know they're not easy. I know it. I know. I hear you.
Yeah, man.
I hear you, boy.
Yeah,
but
I know you trying to jump on them bandwagon and thing in it. But the one who try to thing in it, I want to bring the son on a barrel and start to swim now, boy.
Who is that?
Cry baby. Pastor go belly getting big and he breast getting big. Send on some thing from the doctor that's still love in the house.
You know, we can get into the act of personal attacks on this one and that one. That'll be counterproductive. You know that as well as I do, Anselm.
No, I where we do, Tommy, is that we based our decision based on facts. We bring the facts to the table.
That's all.
And that is what we do. When you look at what Basdeo Panday has accomplished in Trinidad and Tobago, right? And if you could come to the radio station and the only thing you could talk about is a sexual harassment case against Basdeo Panday, something wrong with you.
I've known in this country, people get sexual harassment case by telling people they're beautiful and just casual conversation.
Correct is right.
Because that whole I want to call it that Me Too. There was a term that was being used to describe people when all the women were bringing sexual harassment charges against most of the men. Or should
Correct
I say?
is right. Caller, welcome.
Good morning, Anselm. Good morning, Mr. Tony.
Morning, how are you? Where are you calling us from?
I'm good. I'm a first-time caller. I'm calling from Florida.
How are you?
And I'm good, Mr. Anselm. All the best to you and all the best to Mr. Tommy and all who looks at your program. Best in the new year.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Anselm and Mr. Tommy, I appreciate your show. I know I recently started looking at it, and you guys are not biased and direct, and you speak the truth.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, man. We appreciate that. You know, you see, caller, you know, it's not easy. You hear what Jeff Bezos just said?
Yeah.
When you are true,
it's true.
It's true. When you bring truth, they will want to slay you, you know.
Exactly.
You know, and I would go ahead, caller.
All right, sorry, Mr. Anselm. So yeah, the truth, people can't handle the truth. You see, the thing is, I listen to you guys on the Street FM, and I know about the two shows you talk about with that guy, the pastor, and the other two people who be on there. And it's sad because they are not talk shows. They are public relation officers. They're trying to promote PMN.
Correct.
And if you cannot have a show promoting all the good that your party done, then it's not a show. If you have to talk about a different party for weeks and weeks and hours upon a day, and you cannot speak about your own party because it's a public relation officer for PNM, all the good that they have done, then it makes no sense because they compare a dead man who cannot answer back. But let's do a comparison. Let's do all the comparison what Mr. Panday did and all the comparison what Rowley did in 9 years. And let's see the difference. Compare. See what somebody accomplished in 5 years, 9 years.
And caller, that makes sense, you know, because listen to this, right? What if I had to do it, I would say, all right, these are some things Mr. Basdeo Panday accomplished. Here are some of the things that Dr. Rowley accomplished and match them up. And not only that, caller, but also look at the accomplishments of people that look like me, Tommy. I don't know what you look like, but me and Tommy, look at the accomplishments under this government for people that look like us.
True.
It's simple.
I agree with you. Yeah.
You
see, the thing is sorry for cutting. The thing is, when we left Trinidad, we had one way of politics on our mind, was party. But when we came to America, we get to understand it's not about party, it's about politics.
Correct is right.
And we get to understand what politics is about.
Correct.
It's for the benefits of the individual and for family. It's not for us, it's for our future generation.
Correct.
Because every year that goes by and we get older, we'll be the old people soon, and our children will be the future. And we want to have a better life, an easier life for them to accomplish something. But Mr. Anderson, who could accomplish anything in Trinidad? The cheapest house in Trinidad is $1.4 million. Imagine that. And Trinidad is only 1.4 million people. To me, I feel Trinidad is underpopulated. Singapore is smaller and have more people than us with the same amount. So, Mr. Anson, Mr. Tommy, thank you very much for educating the people.
And
and
keep listening.
truth to power.
Yeah, and tell a friend to tell a friend.
You guys do a great job.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I spread the word to this program because I started looking at it and everybody's going to start looking at it.
All right,
you very
man.
much,
Thanks a
folks,
lot.
and have a great day.
Okay, bye-bye.
Thank you so much, and enjoy your new year. You know, it's refreshing. It's refreshing to hear from a listener like that, because we have learned how to really analyze our political landscape coming to the United States, and we're trying to share some of that experience with some of our listeners in Trinidad. But unfortunately, the distraction is quite immense. I mean, when you think about it, that they would spend time just trying to attack our persons as opposed to trying to analyze what we are trying to bring and what we are saying and what we are talking about. It's frightening. It's disturbing to say the least.
You know, Tommy, it's interesting that the caller said that because, Tommy, you know now that we have started a revolution in Trinidad and Tobago with respect to fact check.
Of course. And that's only one aspect of our programming that we brought to them.
Correct.
Other aspects they need to look into also, which is really, truly talking truth to power.
Correct. And based on facts. Don't just based on, you just figuring it out. But you know, Tommy, the sad part of Tommy, my thing is this, right? How could a party, right, be comfortable with people who are talking on your behalf and get their information wrong a lot of the time? How could you?
And those lives that we want to sweep under the carpet are the lives that have our children living this violence that they're living in right now today. When a reasonable example is if you have $100 to share between 100 people, everybody will get 100. But if one man go with 80, 99 has a split of 20. And that's what's happening here. Energy in some places, in all cases, is our life or death consumption.
Yeah, game changer.
In four seasons country,
America.
It is a matter of life or
and
death.
Yes. It is not something
your energy consumption is monitored carefully because if your gas runs out, you freeze in your apartment and die.
Little do they know that the gas suppliers make sure that doesn't happen.
Tommy, I if I'm a political organization and this is the individual I have representing me,
a bad way. If you are a political organization and that's the sort of representation that you're getting, that's your mouthpiece or your pulpit, you're in bad shape. You're in really poor shape.
You're in poor shape. Patricia, welcome. Patricia Hutchinson, Pleasant afternoon, Professor Walshin and Uncle Tommy, everyone listening. Welcome to you, Patricia. Tommy.
Good afternoon to you.
My thing is this, right? I think Judy, welcome. Bizram, welcome. Indra, welcome. Is Indra? Oh, there's two Indra. There's Indra Pinky and Indra Ali Sega. Okay, I can pronounce that correctly. Indra.
Saga.
Elias Saga. All right, Indra. We will just call it Indra 1 and Indra 2.
Let me just put
Yeah.
it back so I can read it better.
You know,
Alias Saga.
Alias Saga. Okay. Okay. You know, it's just surprising to us that let me see this. Hold on,
Aliasga, that's it.
Aliasga. Okay, where's this one?
Day, as it might be, when oil price slumped to $37 US, which was some $600 TT.
No, God, please, no, no, no.
Oh God! Somebody just had it out. Oh God! Tommy, how could you be a political organization and having now? I could understand Julia Davy, seriously, because she's the female bully, right? And as a political organization, you need someone, you know. What is that? Wall Street 100 being shared among 100 people and all getting 100. That's the work with Matsi.
Look with Matsi. I like that one.
I like that one. That's a good one. Yeah, but you know, there is something about there. Tommy, let's take this voice.
Good afternoon, Tommy. Good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street. In the 9 heads under Rowley, you know we accomplish? High property tax. No back pay for the police. No back pay for the police officers. High cost of living. Water rate going up. More beggars on the streets. The suffering in silence. All the people to be suffering in silence. And they're trying to downgrade a great man who helped put black people in East West Corridor and all over this country. Not Africa, but everybody. Fire burn this evil, wicked PNN government. I'll go.
Oh God. Tommy, there seems to be something going on with maths with these fellas and them, seriously. I don't know what it is, but if I was them, I will stay away from Brooklyn. Yeah.
It was shit.
Yeah.
KFC, you're forgetting, man. Rowley give you something. Rowley give Lavanti people something.
What is that?
He get them 2 swimming pool, but they never water in the pipe. One in Lavanti, one in Mova. Was shit. I was in Trinidad in September, and I drive over the Lady Young Road in Mova there. And from the Lady Young, you could see where they get them the swimming pool. Was shit. I see one person in the swimming pool. And I never yet see on social media where anybody in them swimming pool bathing or learning to swim or any kind of course taking place, and they spend $6 million to build them swimming pool. You see the kind of gimmick? They get some contractor. Nobody in Lavanti or Mova get them contract to build them swimming pool. You know. They get a friend $6 million to build them swimming pool, and up to now, I can't see nobody come out swimming in anything or doing anything. Even the people in the community do not even go. I think they have soldiers or something guarding them swimming pool, if I'm not mistaken. They can't go in them swimming pool just so they have soldiers or police or something guarding them swimming pool. That's what they give me. They give me something to make me feel we're getting something, then put police and soldiers to guard it for we using it. Make that make sense. Please, Trinidad and Tobago, make it make sense. Go on.
Yeah, man, bless. Yeah. Tommy?
Yes.
That's what I was talking about.
442 divided by 10 is how much times? That is, 40 times? 42 times? So we are your viewership 42 times over.
Eh? I don't know why I'm not getting it at all, at all.
Tommy,
Yes.
you know, I mean, I don't know, boy. That's Daily Cry baby voice. That's Dale Matic. We are Dale Matic. We are Mr. Rooster Matic. We have all kind of thing, you know, and I want to think, Tommy, that I don't think that them fellas and them, I don't know if there's gas script, I don't know. You think that there's gas script that they have to follow?
I don't want to think so. I hope not. Let's put it that way.
What Captain Singh want to know? Walls, are you supporting PNM in the next general election? Captain, how much time you go ask that same question? Tommy, you want to answer that for him for me?
Oh God.
Yeah, Captain, you supporting the UNC? Captain, I tell you. When I see the policies of the parties, I will decide which party I'm supporting. Okay? I not like people who just support the party blindly. I want to see the policies that will improve the lives of the people, of the country, and then I will make a decision. You Captain say you supporting PNM. Captain, please. Come on, man.
Captain, you are in the United States. You have learned what we have learned.
Yeah.
Regardless of who you registered for, you have to make an independent decision based on who serves your interests best. And this is the perspective we're trying to introduce to the Trinidad audience, that whoever serves your interests best is who you should support, instead of blindly saying ICE PNM till are dead or ICE UNC till are dead.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
Well, should I come back? I just say yesterday, depending on the policies, you're going to decide on who you're voting for. You're ready to go take that bait from the PNM again, Wall Street?
Let me take
Wall
that
Street,
bait.
you know, just before the election, the PNM going to give you real talk to tell you how much policies they're going to bring. Just like...
No, but Brooklyn, come on, they can't get nobody no 6 for 9 now. You know that? They can't come and say, well, boy, we go get all of this and we'll get all of that. If only ain't giving the past 9 years. How are they going to come and want to give you again in 2025?
Government reform still waiting. They say, election call, or they just vote for me, and we're going to change it. We're going to reform the local government. That going in a box in a file.
But correct is right.
This captain you're talking about, we're talking about the Captain Rum, because if that man say he voted PNM, he the captain. You know, they have a bottle rum called Captain Rum.
Yeah.
You're talking about it because the amount of lies and promises that they have given PNM people from since Eric Williams days, and they take debate. I want to tell them it's a different breed of people they deal with now. You know, we're not taking when we do it, then only doing it. One more thing. They give us property tax. What should you ever hear a landlord, right? Rent a place and didn't fix it before you rent it? You ever hear anybody rent a place? Or, you know, you buy a house, but you buy a house and they tell you it's a new house, but when you go, it's an old house. Would you still buy the house? But they want people to pay property tax. But you first had to pay them to fix your community. When they're supposed to fix the community, and then your property tax is to maintain it. Because they already have your tax-paying money. We're supposed to be fixing Trinidad and Tobago, fixing roads, fixing street lights, fixing pavements, making sidewalks, doing all of these things, fixing drains. And then now when you fix everything, you say, people, we are now bringing property tax, so that when you pay all the property tax, this nice living will continue. Not tell me, pay property tax first, and then we go do it. I'm not taking them bait by Wall Street, boy, not from the PNM, boy. They can't. And a bird don't land on Lagly twice. Once a bird land and stick, the bird will never land back on that branch. We are gone.
Yeah. But you see, Tommy, I'm gonna see this. Hold on.
Good afternoon, Tommy. Good afternoon, Mr. Wall Street. In the 9 under Rowley, you know we accomplish? High property tax.
The other one. The other one. But you see, you see, Tommy, we have to have an awakening in Trinidad and Tobago. All right. So when I said I'm going to base it on policies, you can't come and give me something that you was trying to you're trying to give me for the past 10 years, and you rehash that again and try to give me that same thing again. You can't come and tell me I go fix your roads, I go give you more water, right? I go reduce your electricity bill, right? Your property tax gonna go down. You have to come with new innovative ideas. You can't come with them same old ideas from in the past and try to rehash them ideas and think I go buy into that. No, you can't come with that. You have to come with something innovative and something different. Right? But you see, many people don't need to see any policy. They just for you to just ring the election bell and they go out and vote accordingly.
Yeah, because them is PNM till I dead or UNC till I dead.
And that is it. And you know, in one of his speech, Basdio Pandey had talked something about that, you know. I wonder if I have it here, boy. He had talked about, let me see if I have it here. Yeah, I think it's in this one here. Let me see if I take a quick listen to this one here. Something in here. Okay, let's listen to this one in here.
I think the president should be elected by the people on the basis of one man, one vote. And having elected the president on the basis of one man, one vote, the president must be entitled to choose his cabinet from the most intelligent people in the country, not necessarily those who have been elected. Because you see, an election does not necessarily throw up intelligent people. Often it throws up a man with a big mouth. I thought you all were going to say yes, one is speaking to me. But that's all right. So that if our country is to be run properly, we must use our best brains. How are we going to use our best brains unless a president elected by and responsible to the people, see the connection, has the power to nominate, select his cabinet. Having selected his cabinet, the president now formulates his policy for the year. But in order to implement that policy, he must go to the parliament for monies to implement. But the parliament he's going to is not the present one we have. The parliament he's going to is a unicameral government. That has also been said here. We are too small a country to have a Senate. And in fact, the Senate was only introduced into the Constitution because we were following the British pattern. They had a House of Lords, so we must have a mini House of Lords. They serve no purpose, really. If the senators want to represent the people, let them be responsible to the people. To whom are they responsible right now? To the president? No. Those who are nominated by the PNM are responsible to the PNM. And those who are appointed by the PP government are responsible to the PP government. So already there is a duplication. The 9 others that are appointed by the president is responsible to nobody. So we do not need a bicameral government, we need a unicameral government. But a unicameral government of a different kind. A unicameral government that is made up of about 100 members. Already we have 74. So 100 members, but 100 members elected on the basis of proportional representation. Now I've heard a friend of mine across there talk about the complications of proportional representation. I suggest the simplest form of proportional representation, which is if we have an electorate of 800,000 persons and a parliament of 100, then any person getting 8,000 or more votes is entitled to a seat in the parliament. It's the simplest form of PR. We don't have to go through the second preference votes and all that sort of thing. What is going to be the result of this? What is going to happen? That kind of voting is going to break the historical pattern of racial voting that has plagued this country for decades. Come the next election, if the elections are held under the present constitution, we shall repeat what we have been doing for 50 years. That is to say, one group will be in the opposition and the next racial group will be in the parliament and so on. But if we go on the basis of proportional representation, then people will elect members on the basis of their economic as opposed to their racial interests. The farmers will get together and say, we are going to put a member in parliament because whenever we elect anybody else, they don't represent us, but we are going to put farmers, a group of farmers are going to get together and they are going to put 4 or 5 farmers in the parliament. The taxi drivers, the business community, even the churches if they wish. Whoever, in a multicultural, highly plural society that we have, it is the only way in which there will be the broadest spectrum of people taking part in the political decision-making process, which is what we are saying over and over. We want the people to participate. But where are the people? Where are they? So, that basically, and I want to confirm what somebody says. Just as your paper that you have submitted there has said, you talk about the social contract, the Hobbesian type social contract and so on. Well, I believe that the manifesto, the Constitution should provide that the manifesto constitutes a contract between the government and the people. Which means that the people will have an opportunity to take the government to court for damages for not implementing the manifesto. There are several other things that I'd like to talk about, but I know I do not have the time. You probably don't have the information.
Tommy, what's the
Yep. All I could say is that that's brilliance.
Bass make a lot of sense, David. You understand? It make a lot of sense.
Yep.
You understand? Because them come up with a manifesto, they put it out, and when they get in there, they put their manifesto by the side or put it in a garbage pail, and that is it.
I'm gonna tell you something. I was really encouraged with the PP for their bid to reform the Constitution. And when they dropped the ball, I was disappointed because they had the right mix. They had a convincing majority where they could have gotten that done.
I mean, okay, look, we have Fox Islam, welcome. What is that? Let me see this here. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Fox Islam. Um, I don't know. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So I'm going to read this. And you see, this is part of the problem we have in Trinidad and Tobago, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Welcome.
You say that you said just now, right? Me criticize you. You said just now that which government bring out if PNM bring out a good policy, you're behind them, right?
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that.
What you say?
I said
No, I just saying that
no.
any party bring out a
Yes,
good policy.
I am saying that I am going to look at the party's policies, and if that those policies are going to benefit the people of Trinidad and Tobago, I could support that party.
I putting it to you, right? I putting it to you now.
Yeah.
That if PNM bring out a good policy, would you follow PNM policy?
But
if they bring out a good policy?
But Bishop, I'm listening to this, right? Listen to this, right?
I am not trying to be technical.
No. Listen, now we're having a discussion, man. You know, this is what this program is about. You know, we program is about having discussions. You know, you understand? No matter whatever side of the political divide. Listen to this, eh?
Right.
Bishop.
Yeah.
Bishop.
Yep,
Do you hear? Do you hear any other programs that say the amount of black people that live below the poverty line under Kamla Prasad Bessessa and Basdeo Pandey? Do you hear any other program that say that?
No other program.
You don't hear no other program that say that. So that's just trying to show you that for us, me, Tommy can speak for himself. For me, I am interested in those type of policies because that will improve Trinidad and Tobago. And I can say this: look at the PNM from 2015 to 2023. PNM. Black people under the PNM went from 17% under Kamla Prasad Bessessa to 26% under a black prime minister.
Well,
how could I can't support that? I can't support that.
Whoa. Well, I am putting it to you, right?
Yeah.
If you pass in a road, right, more than one time and you get sting, will you pass back that same road again? You get sting with a snake.
Nah, go take a.
You get sting one time, you get sting twice. You still have hopes that you wouldn't have no snake there again.
But
no,
listen,
asking you.
No, but because listen, what I could do now, I could send a drone for the drone to stop drop poison to kill them snake on them.
Yeah, let me tell you, the point I bring to you, right?
Yeah.
All that time they're only talking, they're promising property tax, we're not closing down petrol train, and a whole exit tax and a whole set of other propaganda that spread of fool people, email gate and all these things just to win election. And whereas was live with email gate, right, was a fake. No, and you still talking about mentioning that if any party like PNM bring a good policy.
But
I can't see how. If I get one time, you're going back there again and again and again.
No, but Bishop, I'm listening to
no,
this.
I actually know.
No, listen to this, right? Listen to this, right? Yeah. Before I wouldn't even think about looking at other policies.
Wow.
I wouldn't even think about. I would have just think about, well, I hope the PNM change, and I go support them regardless. If they change the leader, if they change, no, it's no longer like that. It's no longer like that, and that's why you hear what we talk about here on the radio. People that say I hate Prime Minister Rowley. I don't hate Prime Minister Rowley. I hate his policies. I don't hate him.
But naturally, we don't say, we don't hate nobody, you know. It's their attitude that's hate too, right? We say we hate a man. We just hate the attitude, right?
Yes.
But the personal body and things, they are no benefit to me, but it's the attitude, right?
And Bishop, let me say this to you.
Yeah.
If the UNC can come out with policies, not policies from previous policies were put in place, and when they get in, they didn't implement it. For example, if the UNC is serious about constitutional reform and allowing people who live outside of Trinidad and Tobago and are citizens to vote in an election, what? I could 100% consider that. You hear me? That's policy.
Yes.
That's policy. Because the PNM say they ain't doing it.
You see if they bring the thing up and they say proportional representation. PNM did. Right? Because people looking for performance. You hear me?
Yeah. Correct is right.
Hello?
Yeah, man.
People looking for performance.
Correct.
Right? Poor man looking to rise up. All it is in life, you can buy a house, $1 million for a house. Right? And they said they're giving out the house. Poor people can afford to buy a house in this country. You can't buy ply. You can't buy ply. Ply is $200-300 for a sheet of ply. So think about it, the cost of living so high.
Yeah, man.
People get $3,000 a month and a year. When you pay your bill and everything, you are not $3 million. You can't say, oh, I don't have any. Because them taking 100 and 200. You're there in the game, they're win. You don't live in signal. You're there, so where you going?
Yeah, man.
Where you going?
Thank you, man. Yeah, man. Okay. Yeah. And that's why it is no Tommy. We like to have discussion. So Fox Islam, let me welcome you to WZY 95.9 FM. Fox Islam say, what was the price of oil in 2011? The main factor behind the increase in consumer price for oil products in 2011 was the development of crude oil prices, which averaged around US $110 per barrel in 2011, significantly up on the average levels in 2010, which is US $80 per barrel. What was the price of oil in 2012? U.S. Energy Information Administration, EIA Independent, average crude oil prices in 2012 were at historically high levels for the second year in a row. Brent crude averaged $111.67 per barrel, slightly above the 2011 average of $111.26. Okay, folks. So what? Okay, I forget this one. Crude oil prices started 2015 relatively low, ended the year lower. Crude oil prices ended 2015 below $40 per barrel, the lowest level since early 2009. Spot prices for the international crude oil benchmark Brent averaged $52 a barrel in 2015, 53% below the level in 2014, and 49% below the average price over 2010-2014. So I guess Fox Islam, my PNM friend, you could tell them PNM and them, Tommy. Oh God, Fox Islam want to use the barrel of prices of oil between 2010 and 2015, which he's saying was much higher than between 2015 and 2023. All right? Fox Islam, there is something called diversifying the economy. You understand, Fox? Diversifying the economy. You ever heard about that? Tommy? I wonder if you ever heard about diversifying the economy.
Even if you heard, he probably didn't pay attention.
Oh, no. You see, and we like that kind of information. Yeah? Fox? Oh, Fox? Tell them about diversifying the economy now. We could have a show just on that alone. What are some of the ways that Trinidad and Tobago can diversify their economy? And we already discussed that, Yeah? Here we go. You see him? Now we corner him, Tommy. Diversifying the economy does not happen overnight. Tommy, 9 years is almost a decade, right?
Of course. That is overnight.
What is that?
I guess that's overnight.
Oh, yeah. Fox. That is overnight. Yeah. 9 years is overnight. Yeah. Fox. Oh, God. Come now, man. Come now. You know, this is not like them other regular program you just going on, you know. Them program and them, with them like Mr. Roostan, Julia Davy, and Pastor Google, and Daily Cry Baby Voice, you know. You know? Them can't talk no about diversifying economy. And Fox, yeah, what we gonna do, eh? Tomorrow, Tommy remind me. We will give you all some solutions to diversifying the economy in Trinidad and Tobago. Remind me, Tommy.
I will. And also, seem as though crime is taking off in the new year. We need to which I'd like to do, to invite somebody to talk to us about some safety measures.
Maybe we could get Darius Figaro. Yeah, let me play these two voice notes here before we go.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wash. Good afternoon, Mr. Tommy. Mr. Wall Street, you go put the policy, you get the Wall Street Empowerment Center. Watch it on tomorrow. Yeah, Mr. Tommy, you'll have a blessed day. Love and respect.
Yeah, KFC, we on tomorrow.
Good afternoon, Mr. Wash. Good afternoon, Mr. Tommy. At the Wash, Rowley, you know, I'm implementing a boat there. See the flat to be are stupid, you know. Or they wake up, you come out shouting on the ground, you know. You gotta get rid of this evilness, gotta stop. Fire burn the piano and that'll go.
So Bob, welcome, Bob. Margaret said, what happened to 30 years before they were voted out? Yeah, Bob, oil prices in 2008 was $147 a barrel. Fox, what about that, Fox? Foxy! Foxy! What about 2008? $147 a barrel. Fox. I don't think Fox Google go back that to 2008. I don't think so. Fox says Point Lisa's industrial estate diversify the economy, and some of the people did not want it, like the smelter plant in Labre. Tommy, what?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't know if you're making it make sense.
Fox, make it make sense now, boy.
Anyway, it's time for us to get out of here.
Yeah, Fox, leave that rabbit alone, please. Let me just play the top of what, Tommy, and then we go get out of here. Hold on. So, folks, we're gonna play this, and then we're gonna. And if you are,
you're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE LP 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
So, folks, if you're still there, we are back with you. Just put closing comments in the chat, and we're gonna see you guys tomorrow from 7 to 9 p.m. on Indie Village, right here on a 91.9 FM. Fox Islam says, I know what oil prices were. My point is the poverty reduction. What poverty reduction you talking about, boss? Poverty reduction? When was that? Between 2015 to 2023. Between 1995 to 2001. Between 2010 to 2015. I have all the numbers, Fox. Because I know we are rather be sure when people like you come. You understand? Foxy? All right? So my closing comment is Tommy, but we had a spirited one today, but
oh yes.
All these people trying to put Basdeo Pandey under the bus. and he cannot defend himself. Instead of buying your kids all the things you never had, teach them all the things you were never taught. Material wears out, knowledge stays. From where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall say that's all I like to say, but I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent does not work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness. See you. Same WZYE time, same WZYE channel. Where, Tommy?
Remember, never look down on a person unless you give them a hand up. Love you all. Be safe. See you tomorrow, God willing.
So just before you go, Tommy, Fox says, poverty is relative to energy prices. If you cannot understand English, that is not my fault. Tommy, wait. Tommy, poverty is relative to energy prices. Anyway, yeah, we go pick that up tomorrow. Fox, you go pick that up tomorrow. You gotta pick that up tomorrow because all right. Anyway, Captain Singh says he's go. Don't put God out of your mind and vote for Basdeo Pandey Party, the UNC. Remember, vote PNM and your life will be better and also protect the treasury. I don't know why Captain Singh doesn't making these type of thing like if he's a PNM. You know? Captain, you have a lot of people fooled, boy. But I want to go out. I want to go out with a nice song tonight, Tommy. What we could go to today?
You asked me a question and I gave you an answer, and you were supposed to play a song.
What song was it?
Sir.
What was it?
Well, you were supposed to play Lady Gypsy since earlier on.
Oh, all right. Let me play Lady Gypsy. All right. Yeah. My bad. So here we go. So, folks, see you tomorrow, 7 to 9 p.m. on 91.9 FM, also streaming live on WZYE 95.9 FM. We're going to go out to Lady Gypsy. Good night. Good night.
She's going to be singing Plight of My People. Make some noise for Lady Gypsy.
No plight of my people. Too much of one thing, good for nothing. Too much a good thing, never enough. I don't know why my black people cannot see. No party never care about we. Every election we so devoted. How we love up with PNM. As soon as election come and go, it's only problem after problem. How could we cope? Man lost their hope. I ain't seeing no solution. Every time PNM come in power, it takes a toll on black man. I don't want to sound like a racist, but this is what I can see. They just take care of the race, but they damn well know they have we. I want to ring me bell, wake up Eric Williams, tell him the party found him PNM needed immediate attention. Ring me bell, wake up Mother Cornhucks, tell she to cast a spell on we party, not what it used to be. I ring my bell, I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, I ring my bell down there. This thing is becoming out of hand. It's time this damn nonsense stop. If you don't sing a PNM song, from Skinner Park you'll be dropped. Calypsonian could have sing what they want. We were the spokesman for the people. Eric Duffy, Chambers Dunphy. When Kamala drunk, how she like to pee. Calypsonian, no, that's no way to go. Too much happening in we country. All this killing spree, young woman body, but only about PNM you could sing. All them songs playing on the radio, all you singing with Kamala do. But when PNM do a wrong thing, I ain't hearing a word from you. I want to ring my bell, Wake up, Mother Carcel. Every Monday she preach on Wack Radio and is the biggest critic of Calypso. Ring my bell for Patsy and Joni. I want them two cultural lovers to know not only PNM song is Calypso. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring my bell down there. I ring my bell, ring my bell. I ring a bell down there. Crime will never stop in this country once black people belly empty. How could a man work in CPEP, maintain his whole family? All you say the past regime was so bad, so much wrong thing they done to we. Now that PNM take over, why poor people going hungry? When PNM win, all African grin. Now we get back we country. All they doing is complaining and ain't doing nothing for we. The mess already made. Don't sit in the shade and ponder on we problem. Get off your ass and do it fast and find a way to solve them. I want to ring my bell. Wake up Randolph Burrows. Tell him among all past police commissioners, up to now it's he I prefer. Ring my bell. Wake up the Lord Bryna. Tell him the state of Calypso today is a good thing he passed away.
Lady Justin.
Yeah, yeah. If I have no rights to privacy, well, it's best I take off my clothes. Please apologize, Mr. AG, for uttering those silly words. When Munilal say, hush your stink mouth, the whole country come down on heat. Nobody tell him but nothing for calling a man stupidity. Please don't get me wrong, I am PNM strong. I will stand defend my party. But when my pocket dry and empty, everyone is my enemy. All you take with Carnival Village, no Calypsonian can't make a cent. Great is the PNM, I go sing that and pay my rent.